Hi there. Oh well, I'm in Lower Saxon, right in the forest. So this forest here, this is called the Crow. The Crow. I don't know exactly why. But so it's near a village. This is called Stöcksen. Or Stöcksen. Well, that translated, that will be sticks and stacks, I guess. So Stöcksen means small sticks. So, yeah, anyway. HU tobacco. Perhaps you have seen HU tobaccos on my channel already. So HU tobaccos, that's a great deal in Germany right now. So they really, it's a fine producer. So Hans Wiedemann is behind that, and he is a master blender. So really many fine tobaccos. Well, you can go on the channel and watch the video about HU tobaccos. So, but HU, they launched a new tobacco. So relatively new. I think it's several months now. So it's anniversary blend, 5 years HU tobacco. So I show you that. So and this one, yeah, this one. So I thought it's quite amazing. So I saw it on the internet. I saw, wow, HU has a new tobacco anniversary blend, 5 years. I just have to have it. I'm really amazed by most of the HU tobaccos. So I really like that stuff. So I ordered 2 100-gram tins. So, and when I read the description, so it's burley with Virginia, 2 different kinds of Virginia, and also some Kentucky in it. So I thought, well, this is really up your alley, and I ordered 2 tins. So I show you the tobacco. So they used some different cuts for that. So the Virginia, so this is bright Virginia and red Virginia, and they used different cuts for that. So, but yeah, to be honest, this cut is not that special. So some flake parts in it, some cubes, so yeah, some crimp. So that's okay. So it's not moisty. I think humidity is quite all right. So it burns pretty well. That's okay. So, but, and I'm really not that glad to say that. So because HU tobacco. So right now in the moment, well, that seems to be, this company seems to be one of these companies. You can't really say something critical about it. So on the reviews, everywhere on the internet, everyone is just amazed. Everyone just thinks it's incredible tobacco. So, and I agree on many tobaccos, but not on that. So why is that? So for me, for burley Virginia mixture with some Kentucky, it has a lack of most of the things. So I appreciate on these tobaccos. So for me, it has a slightly lack of sweetness. It is complex, but I don't know if the components are really already melted into each other. So perhaps I give the second tin some aging, perhaps 5 years. That may do the trick. So I'm going to try that out. So, but there's another thing I don't really appreciate on that tobacco, and I tried out this myself, but I also gave it to several colleagues in the Pipe Club, and I didn't tell them anything about this tobacco, and yeah, we all had the same feeling. It likes to get harsh when smoked too quickly. So if you go fast on the tobacco, and I like to go fast on tobacco, so perhaps that's just for me. So perhaps I'm just too fast for this tobacco. That may be. So, but I have other tobaccos, and I don't have a problem with that. So yeah, for me it's too harsh. It's not that it's too heavy. I like the heavy stuff. So I like big and burly. So, and if I should recommend something today, just not to leave you with that. And if you ask me, well, what could I smoke instead of that? So my recommendation would be big and burly. So you see, I'm not a fan of the weak tobacco. So I think big and burly. This is pretty grown-up stuff. But anyway, I like that tobacco because it's complex, it's sweet, it's very round, it has everything you just need. So yeah, perhaps I give it another shot several years ago. Let's see how that works. But perhaps try out. I've seen some reviews. Everyone thinks it's a great tobacco. So perhaps you're gonna give it a shot. Perhaps it's something for you. So, well, that's to the tobacco. Price? What is the price? Left is the price. So 100 gram is 20 euros. Well, that's not much. So you perhaps you want to give it a shot. So about the location. So you might be wondering, well, he is right in the forest. Or is it a strange rock? So I can't tell you. So this rock here, this is called Giebichenstein. So that's what the inhabitants here call it. The Giebichenstein. So Giebichenstein, that was a dwarf. He lived here. At least that's what people say. So, and the legend behind that stone is that was a giant. So, and then the giant was an angry man, and he was angry especially with the church. So, I don't know why, but anyway. So he was angry, and he took that stone and he just threw it to destroy a church. So, but yeah, fortunately, the stone just flew over the territory of the dwarf who lived here. I think he saw that, and he just made a spell, and the stone came right down on the earth, and that's where it is now. So that's the legend. So you can believe that, or you can stick to science. So science says this stone came here 250,000 years ago with the Ice Age. So then, driven by the force of the Ice Age, the moraine right through the landscape, and country was flat in these days, so still flat now, but not as flat as it was in the Ice Age. So driven here, and then it lost the Ice Age, lost its heavy force, and then dropped the stone here. So this stone is here for 250,000 years, and it's very, very heavy. So it is. They say, well, I didn't prove that. So, but they say it's 330 tons. 330 tons, and it's 7 meters in length. So this is really pretty heavy. So I show you around the stone, and I'll tell you something that I think is strange about this stone. So I'll tell you. So let me just take the camera. So, well, you see, there are many people here around sometimes, and trying to climb the stone. That's why the sticks are here. So, well, archaeology says there have been people around here since the last ice age. This is 10,000 years ago. So they found some flintstone knives and other things. So it might have been a location where people just met, to trade or to do something. So, but strange thing is, look at that stone. That stone is plain on the surface. It's plain on the surface. So, but, well, let's say Ice Age ended 10,000 years ago. So let's say then first green started to grow, and then first trees. Yeah, And trees, they have leaves. Well, you see it all around here. So that means surface is growing. The soil is growing. And I have been with ecology for quite a while. And I know, so in this region here, so my guess is that the surface of the ice age is about 2 to 3 meters under the actual surface. So my question is, why is the stone still right on the surface here? Why isn't it under the surface, under the soil, so that grew and grew and grew for thousands and thousands of years? So I haven't seen any colleague pop on that question. Well, that's strange to me. So for me, a possible explanation could be, let me get right on the front of the camera. So for me, one explanation could be that since the end of the Ice Age and the growing of the soil and the surface, there have always been people around here doing something. And I don't want to say they did some rituals here or something like that, so we have no real proof of that. So, but seems strange to me, so that it's still on the surface. So maybe these people cared about the stone in which way ever, and made sure that it's still playing on the surface. And I don't know, I don't think you can see it on camera, but there's a little hole here. So the surface, several meters from the stone, is a little bit higher than the surface of the stone itself. So maybe you can see that. So yeah, this is about the Giebichenstein. So here in the Crow, the forest of the Crow. So it's a governmental forest, so it's not private property. It's owned by the government, Lower Saxon's government. So anyway, I hope you all well. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this heavy stone. Take care, be well, and perhaps see you again. So, Test 1. Tjutjen, some tobacco, some back here. So, test. Tobacco. Well, that's worst tobacco you ever get. So, you want to avoid that, so pretty sure for that.